Here's a little update. We got little differences in these motors here, being a 2003 motor and 1996. This one's got an old style. Okay, let me swap this around. Look at my ugly mug. This one here has got the old style EGR on it. And as you can see right here, you got the hose sticking straight up right there that goes into the front of the manifold. We're going to have to take this manifold off, which, like I said before, I'm going to pressure wash all this stuff up, because this one's nasty, really bad nasty. But I got to take all that off. The spider's underneath there. So here's my dilemma. I don't know whether either this one is leaking, whether it's any good, or if that one's any good, if it was leaking or not. So while it's down, I might try to find out, see if I can figure out if there's a way to power them up, and see if I can't test them. And I may make one out of both of them. That way I got a good spider to put in there for a temporary, because I don't want to wash no more cylinders or get a rod knock or nothing like that. It's a temporary motor, but I want it to last until I'm ready. So that there is pretty much the update. And until I get some parts, I gotta order intake manifold gaskets, exhaust manifold gaskets, and right there you can see the transmission bracket and the motor mounts right there. They pretty much fell off on the ground. So those parts have got to get. There's some other things that I got wrote down on the list that needs to be: oil pan gasket, way we can stop any of that nasty oil leak. I don't like working on stuff that leaks like that. Just nothing but a big hassle, headache, nasty. That's about it. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit till we figure out this little spotter here, so I figure I'd give you a little update. And plus, I got some things to do for a little bit, so it's gonna be a while. When I get back, we'll start into this and get her finished up. Yeah, we're gonna need a new distributor cap, new spark plugs, wires. Yeah, there's a list of stuff, man. I don't know. I'm almost about half tempted to say put that money into the LS and go with the LS, but like I said, really not feasible. But spending money on parts that to get this one in here kind of makes you. I just gotta put this away. Makes you kind of not want to when you can put that money into the LS swap. But hey, right here, if anybody needs a transmission, it's a good tranny. It drove. I don't know anything else more about it. It's going to need a sensor over there on the side. It broke as it came out. It hit the side and cracked it. But besides that, it was a working transmission. It ran. Oh, there's your update for today. And this here, I don't know. I'm thinking about getting some blocks on this thing before I put it on the road. Lower this back in about 3 inches, and then that way when I put the front end down, if y'all have seen this thing with the front end down, I don't know that it's been lowered, but it sits kind of low in the front, so I figure 3 inches in the back ought to kind of level it out some. That fender there, I'm gonna replace it. That bumper, I'm gonna replace it. I got a bumper for it. It ain't gonna be nothing fancy until I get a V8 in it. Once I get the V8 in it, it still ain't gonna be, it's gonna look the same. I ain't worried about looks. I worry more about mechanical than I do looks. You can see that one right down there. That one there is mechanically sound. I've been all through that one. But it's got blemishes and stuff that, you know, I'm not worried about it. As long as it gets me from point A to point B and it does it reliable, that's what I'm about. And that one ain't that bad anyways. It's just a couple little bumps and bruises here and there, normal wear and tear stuff. But alright, there's your update for this here. Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit until I get my parts put together. We'll be back. We'll be balls deep in it. We'll get her back together, get her on the road, and then we'll go from there. Y'all have a good here.